everyone, welcome back to Cozy Space Living. If you're new here, I'm so excited to have you join our cozy little community. Today, we're diving into some amazing tiny apartment decor hacks and, more importantly, mistakes you want to avoid. Because let's face it, decorating small spaces can be tricky, but with the right tips, you can turn your apartment into a stylish sanctuary. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and questions. And hey, if you've ever struggled with decorating a small apartment, you're not alone. This video is perfect for you. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's talk about those common mistakes people make when decorating tiny apartments and how to avoid them. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be a small space decorating pro. All right, the first mistake we see a lot is overcrowding your space with too much furniture. It's tempting, right? You want your place to look full and cozy, but if you try to cram everything in, it ends up feeling cramped and chaotic instead. Instead, focus on pieces that serve multiple purposes. For example, a sofa that doubles as a bed or a coffee table with storage. This not only saves space, but also helps keep your apartment feeling open and functional. A great trick is to measure your space and plan out where each piece of furniture will go before you buy it. This can prevent you from getting carried away and ending up with a bunch of stuff you don't actually need. The next big mistake? Ignoring vertical space. When you're working with a small apartment, every inch counts, and that includes the space above your head. People often forget to take advantage of their walls, which can make your space feel a lot smaller than it actually is. Think about wall-mounted shelves, hooks, or even floating cabinets. These are perfect for freeing up floor space and creating room for more storage. You can also use vertical storage for decorative items like plants or art pieces to add personality to your walls without cluttering the room. One thing I love to do is hang up mirrors in strategic places. They reflect light and make the space feel bigger. Plus, they add a touch of elegance to your apartment, which is a win-win. Now, let's talk about color. It's easy to think that dark colors will make a tiny space feel cozy, but the truth is, they can actually make it feel smaller. Instead, go for light, neutral tones. Whites, soft grays, and pastels reflect light, which creates the illusion of more space. But that doesn't mean your place has to feel bland. Mix in some pops of color through accessories like pillows, rugs, or artwork. One trick I love is creating an accent wall with a deeper hue, like navy or forest green, to add depth without overwhelming the room. Just make sure it's balanced out with lighter shades around the rest of the room. Lighting is a huge deal in small apartments, and one of the biggest mistakes is underestimating its power. Bad lighting can make a tiny space feel even smaller and more cramped. In a small apartment, natural light is your best friend, so make sure your windows are uncovered and let as much light in as possible. If you don't have a lot of natural light, get creative with lamps, pendant lights, and wall sconces. Also, consider layering your lighting. Use a mix of ambient, task, and accent lighting to add depth and warmth to your space. It makes a huge difference in creating a cozy, welcoming vibe. If there's one thing every tiny apartment needs, it's storage. One of the biggest mistakes people make is not having enough storage for all their things. Instead of just hiding things in every available nook and cranny, try thinking more creatively. For example, you can use furniture with built-in storage like ottomans or benches, or consider storage baskets for under your coffee table. Another tip is to declutter regularly. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how much more space you'll have when you get rid of things you don't need. Keep your storage solutions organized and intentional so you don't end up with piles of stuff everywhere. It's easy to go a little overboard with small decorative items in a tiny apartment, but here's the thing, too many little pieces can make the space feel cluttered and busy. Instead, focus on using a few larger statement pieces. A big, bold painting or a large floor vase can add more visual interest and make the space feel more cohesive. And don't forget to give each item room to breathe. Don't crowd your shelves with everything you own. Let each piece have its moment. This approach will keep the space looking chic and organized. Another mistake that's easy to make is not considering the flow of the space. In a small apartment, it's essential to have a good layout that allows for easy movement. Be mindful of traffic patterns. Make sure there's enough space to walk around comfortably without bumping into furniture. Avoid blocking walkways or cramming too many pieces in one area. You want the space to feel open and functional, so try to arrange your furniture in a way that promotes a natural flow. Think of it as creating a mini, open concept that feels spacious and inviting. Now, let's talk about quality. In an effort to save money, it's tempting to buy cheap furniture or decor, but trust me, this can backfire. Invest in a few high-quality pieces that will last longer and make your apartment feel more put together. A well-made sofa, a durable coffee table, or a statement light fixture can elevate the whole room. Of course, you don't need to break the bank, but look for affordable options that are also well-built and timeless. It's all about making your space feel high-end without the hefty price tag. Speaking of decor, let's talk about wall decor. One common mistake is overdoing it with wall art or too many shelves. While it's tempting to cover every inch of your walls, it can end up looking cluttered. Instead, choose a few key pieces of art or prints that resonate with you. If you love the idea of more wall decor, go for a gallery wall with a unified theme or color palette to keep things cohesive. And remember, sometimes less is more. Leave some areas of the wall bare to create balance and avoid overwhelming the space. One mistake I see all the time is trying to decorate based on trends rather than your personal style. Sure, it's fun to see what's in at the moment, but your apartment should reflect you. If you love a certain style, whether it's boho, mid-century modern, or industrial, embrace it. Decorate in a way that makes you feel comfortable and happy. After all, you're the one who'll be living there. pieces that hold sentimental value, like family heirlooms or travel souvenirs. They'll make your apartment feel more personal and connected to your story. And that's a wrap on our tiny apartment decor hacks and mistakes to avoid. I hope you found these tips helpful, and remember, it's all about making your space work for you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me your favorite hack. I love hearing from you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay cozy and keep decorating.